land itself remembers the past, and memories can be made images. With our magic, harvested from the earth, we can bring those memories forth, live them again, see what our ancestors saw as real as a waking dream. I'm sure those Hollywood types would love to get their hands on this recipe. Sit. Breathe. Raise the anchor of your soul and let your mind drift out into the great ocean. You really do have trouble letting go, don't you? Close your eyes. Your spirit wants this. My voice will be your guide through the memories. Listen to it. Let me be your anchor to this place, and you won't get lost. I'll pull you back when you've seen what there is to see. Don't worry. I've done this before. At least once. Maybe I haven't. My memories are not as vivid as the Earth's. It was back in the days of our forefathers, many, many lifetimes ago, that our land was invaded by an army of darkness from the distant south.
Alrighty then. So, this particular scenario here, we haven't actually gone back in time. As you can see, if you compare these huts to the quote-unquote authentic Wabanaki village, it's a complete joke about what they've created in the present, but that's just supposed to be a tourist trap. Now, these longhouses, plus the drying racks here and everything all that, this, what we're in right now, is a dream quest, which basically means that it's sort of a dream world version of the Matrix. It is a guided meditation. It is telling a story by using the memories of the land and weaving them together, which is what Joseph is doing right now.
They came in terrible ships, riding creatures of nightmares, wielding powerful black magic. We know them now as Mayans, but our ancestors saw them only as masked demons from a hellish place. Our tribe was outnumbered and stood no chance against the invaders. Many warriors had lost their lives in the first battle, and the second battle was sure to destroy us all and leave the mountains unprotected.
Okay, so yeah, it's Joseph guiding the meditation, so he invokes it and we see it. But yeah, quick poke around, doesn't seem to be any additional lore back here, because you never know where they hide. The buzzing will hide those little lore nuggets. Yes, no, there we are, actually. Boom. Well, looks like we got a few others we gotta unlock as well. Like I said, there'll be considering a separate series to do the lore portions of the game, but as you can see, this sort of abbreviated version of the Wabanaki, actual Wabanaki tribe, shows exactly how bad the conflict was going. After all, the Mayans, who in the real world were actually practitioners of blood sacrifice, in this particular world, that servants of the dark gods known as the Dreamers, the ones who've been fighting the whole time. So, in who knows when, 1100, 1200 AD perhaps, this is how things went. I mean, you've got people who are using the spawn of eldritch abominations up against people who have, I don't even know if they have bows. Clubs. Anyways, so let's get on to the actual battle. That's not ominous whatsoever. Alrighty then. More dead Wabanaki, always a good sign in a horror film. Oh, you guys, you don't look fun. Ah, ambush. So I'm guessing these are the Mayans. Now the interesting thing is you note how much larger they are with me. This might simply be representation of their artwork. Okay, boom. I got my own version of that. This is just the first obstacle. Let's do a little fire scarecrow. I'm gonna have to change my weapon balance a little. Not pulling out the, crap. Missed him. So yeah, I don't know what a Bakab Crusher is supposed to mean. But whatever it is, it's really tough. And it's just a guy with a knife. Yes, in Mayan art, important people, like they were in the Egyptian hieroglyphics, were larger, so the representation here appears to be... Ooh, he's draining somebody's essence. Well, that leaves him vulnerable, because he's standing in one place. Ooh, stunned as well. Alright then. Interesting design. Pants are what? Snakeskin? Alligator skin? But, yep, let's get our reward for the day. Boom. More distillate. Yeah. Now, quick, making a switch up. I'm thinking going with full auto instead of fire. It should give me allow me to use it as an alternate attack. Ooh, who are you? How well do you resist? Lightning! Ooh, not bad, apparently. And... cyclically connect twins. Well, at least you died within the same moment. Dissolved pretty quick, too. Doesn't look like they were the big bad, either, because there's no treasure chest to go along with it, but I do notice we keep ending up with finding more bodies. This is always a good sign. Yeah, this must be the landing point of the mines themselves, and whatever that is up there is using blood sacrifice. Of course, in the game, blood magic is an actual thing. It's a talent I can actually pick up myself if I wanted to. But I'm guessing if I leave these guys alive, they'll empower whatever is about to attack me. Interesting. I think that might have been somebody's soul I was eating. And now, the Bloodhound. Now, what exactly this is, in later lore we'll probably learn better, but it is a creature of pure filth. And it means that the Mayans were obviously working with this thing, which makes me wonder if blood magic is inherently evil, because the Mayans were known for it. The Mayans are bad guys in this, excuse me. Seems to be a bit of a stalemate here, not damaging each other enough. Okay, let's nuke you. Oh, did you just vomit on me? Oops, get out of the area effect on this one. My area effect's not ready. Come on. Oh, that's disgusting. He is vomiting on me, and he vomits filth. Of course, he's kind of made by it, so I guess it's to be expected. Come on. You. Comes to a bit of a shooting duel at this point. Speaking of shooting. Okay, he's going for area of effect. Good, so am I. I know where my magical powers work in the spirit world, but why does the AK-74? smart enough to get out of the area of effect. Of course, it could have just been a coincidence. But blood boils, so literally, he's using the captured blood as a weapon? Ew. And his blood is the black stuff, so... yeah, it all seems to come down to blood with Mayans, although ironically I always thought it was the Aztecs who were more bloodthirsty. I'll have to check to see what the time point is here, because I believe Mayans are earlier. Oh, there we go. Alright, fine. At nuke. And cohesion is lost. Yeah. Looks like these are the Mayan totems. Jade is important to their culture, and they seem to make everything out of it, but that particular axe is Norse, which of course is due to the fact we've got a gigantic-ass Norse ship out there that just landed. So yes, this is the midst of the battle when the Norse are about to play the cavalry. More distillate. Today's been kind of cheap. Oh, they do have bows.
The Norsemen came then upon our shores in longboats, and they brought with them a powerful sword. Together, the Wabanaki and the Vikings were to build a shield around this island that would keep it safe from our enemies, from those who wished to dig into the mountain and unleash the serpent.
Okay, so it's interesting the fact they're referring to it as a serpent. It could be a reference to the Midgard serpent, as that is a portion of Norse mythology about ending the world. But as you can see, the landing was a bit hard, and also the sword is to make a shield. Now, this same sword is Excalibur, is obviously the one that Beaumont's using, the present, which is why he can use it to breach the shield, and oh my god, things are getting kind of nuts. Okay, just you and me. And he's throwing fireballs and I'm throwing bullets. I'm not sure which one of us is being more effective. This is considerable talent of telekinesis, or earth control, or bending, or whatever you want to call it. I didn't know if the Aztecians were supposed to be good at elemental stuff. Blood used to be their thing, and that's all we remember of it. Oof. Well, this is interesting. I like the fact that his, rather than just standard circles, it's Mayan runes that are being used to describe his magic. But you know, it's highly appropriate. Go ahead and stay in one place. I can float while using my power. Ooh, back into the center. Oh, you can float too while he's doing it, but he only rotates, so I think mine's better. Oof. That was actually not a bad timed combat roll. And this guy is big, but considering how masked and robed he is, I wonder just how much of that is tentacles underneath of it. After all, if you've all been subjected to filth for this long, their entire culture is designed around worshipping it as a god. You know, the Mayan serpent is also a deity of note. You know, serpent's big on anybody's lore. Ugh, how many lightning bolts can you take, dude? Now, what makes me wonder is we know the darkness is more or less contaminated this entire island and it's currently active. I'm wondering if it is that we're in actual risk in this simulation, where the darkness has hacked it, because we've already been inside the underworld in the area, and they've inserted themselves there. And that is how many lightning bolts you can take.
Blessing of our ancestors and theirs, with the power of all our rites and rituals, along with those of the Vikings, with every man and every woman standing tall with a weapon in their hands. We were ready.
Those are the Norsemen there, mingle along the Wabanaki. And we all know, unfortunately, that the Norsemen dead, all these bodies right here, these are the ones that were fighting in the future as zombies. They got recycled by the bad guys. And frankly, if my body was actually mortal, they'd probably do the same to me. But seriously, who chopped down the tree along the way? Alright then. Why are there cages here? Why do I think this is going to be an answer I don't like? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, thought I might get one here. Yeah, I probably don't want to touch that stuff. Blood's usually a weapon with these things. Alright, who else is here? Now, if you remember, the Akab are, by the lore, war beasts brought by the Malians, and I hate that move. Oh, take that. Honestly, I was hoping it would take more of your bar on that. No? Oh, yeah, I do like the fact that I've got it set up so the grenades, if they blow up on me, or the person around me instead of me. Which is what grenades are supposed to do. These timers are really weird. Now, that hurt. Oh no. What the hell just happened there? Yeah, I think here we've got bugs going on. How appropriate. Yeah, this is getting harder to navigate with all the additional blood. Bombs? Blood bombs? Blood bug bombs? Okay, you do that, okay? Some advantage knowing where you are. And where you're gonna be. Where are you? Sure I'm gonna find out, and I'm sure I'm not gonna like it. Oh, much better. I'm trapped now. Of course I'm trapped. The whole point of this particular fight. He's unbound. Does that mean he's out of control? Or did they just let him out of his cage? I do this. And 7.26 millimeter for the win again. Oh, he's still alive. Well, that helped. Well, those things, they're supposed to be the Baiki of Lovecraftian legend, but frankly, I don't imagine trying to use them as mounts, which is something you can do in the Call of Cthulhu game. The images that just hit my mind. Faded ashes of crushed cities. Sounds like a breakfast supplement for the damned. Okay, so yet another landing point, and the heck kind of ship is that?
The darkness had to be stopped. By club, by spear, by sword, and by magic.
Yeah, I'm using lots of that. Just don't mind me. I'm checking to see if there's anything. Ooh, looks like there's even more Norse ships coming in, or those breach early. But yeah, I particularly like the design on this island over here. There's a lot of those type... Oh, excuse me. Apparently there's some filth in the water. But yeah, there's a lot of places where the erosion and wind control just cause these leaning over pine trees. These little touches to detail that I like. Oh, excuse me. I think this is a guy I have to murder. Okay, so these must be the mine vessels and the mine landing point. And this guy, the battle mage, is the guy who's decided to mess with me. Oh, and again, we have more of these Mayan-style rooms for the attack where I use simple circles. Oh, he's a teleporter. Ooh, I do like the bees warning me where exactly these are going to land. So I tend to think of this as within the universe. Oh, now we're... Ooh. Okay, this is gonna hurt. That's no fair, dude. So I'm guessing if there's blood mages, all these cages are either Yakab or they brought victims to power themselves up. Because, I mean, that's the problem. It's like with the Chaos Warriors of Khorne needing to kill a lot of people a day, and you're eating your own people again. That's just terrible. I mean, how are you supposed to keep up employee morale if you know they're on the menu? Why do you work for this guy? Okay, I guess he's fighting someone else over there. Don't get it. Ooh, looks like I stunned him. Oh, 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 bombs, 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 bombs. Blood bombs, blood bugs, blood magic, blood circles. Frankly, these guys just could use a pen every now and then. Or have they not been invented yet? Well, I killed them before you could eat them. So... Ooh, yeah, that's the thing, his skin color. Yeah, that's particular same sort of color they have on the hieroglyphics of the important individuals in the Mayan culture. It's not really my speciality when it comes to, bastard. Mythology and such, so... Not quite in my wheelhouse. Ugh. Too like this historical revision, though. Oh, I killed him first. Bastard. Alright, couldn't get it. And lightning bolt. And that reminds me of a certain LARPing video. Okay, you're still draining off the dead bodies. What that means it's leftovers. Oops. Gotta watch where you step. This guy. Come down and fight me like a mage. I wonder how much power he's carrying. You're going down eventually. Basic attack. Oh, I was hoping that would be the finisher. It'd be so embarrassing. But let's at nuke. You guys are too late. Yeah, they just fade out of existence. Remember, this is just a dream, just a recreation. And hey, that's leopard pattern. That's actually important to the Mayans. I'm particularly fond of leopards myself, panthers. Of course, by making the Mayans the villain here, they're kind of... Well, yeah, they did practice blood sacrifice, but they weren't like cartoon villains are being played now. But hey, dude. Yep,
You
Wabanaki.
cannot continue alone. The forest is flooded with blackness. Blackness wept from the wound in the mountain. I have spoken to the earth. I asked it to guide you across the danger. Walk into its golden light now.
I don't know why, but the voice slightly reminds me of Boromir from Lord of the Rings. One does not merely walk into the layer of darkness. Alright, beam me up. Of course, this is just actually a more abstract version of the anima teleport that we use ourselves. It makes it kind of interesting.
With the Northmen on our side, the battle was hard. And the Mayans crept ever closer to the summit and to the gateway into the hills. The gateway that had long been guarded by our people. It was the place of whispers, our tribe knew. And anyone who came too close was poisoned. The enemy knew this as well, but they craved the poison. They sought it, worshipped it, and for this reason, they could not be allowed close.
Alright then. Yeah. It's a video game, always goes backwards. Whenever you start somewhere, make sure you didn't miss anything. But yeah, this is representation of the total destruction of this environment. Huh. Interesting. It says that we can't actually make it, but there's really nothing stopping us. Then we are just a spirit in a recreation reality, not within actual reality itself, and I knew it. Still missing bits and pieces. Huh. This is the area you must have teleported over. And I wonder... Yep, you're actually... fightable. Aha. Ooh. That's interesting. And there's another one over there. So yeah, this is quite interesting. Well, that's the first one, but still have a whole bunch locked up. Let's see if these guys are guarding it. Two of them bloodhounds. Okay, let's get started. Ooh, nice combat roll there. Go ahead, stay in one place. Makes you predictable. Yeah, that moveset about the same, but a lesser version of the other one. Ah, you're still alive. Oh, right, they blew up on me. They do that. Still missing 4. But yeah, it's interesting that they teleport us over this portion, because it's not actually that difficult. Ah, there you are. I guess it's just a bit of a deception to reward the curious players. Ah, there it is. One, 2, 3 remaining. Probably didn't get them all. Problem is, I am not much of a completionist. I am, however, a massive opportunist. Oops. Ah, so that is poison. So essentially, that area is the contaminated area you can't go over because it was damaging me. but he overshoots you a bit to avoid these fights, which isn't absolutely necessary. If you see, these are warding stones. These are the things that are protecting this area from infection, from people getting in, from the area being breached. And obviously the Mayans have come in with total war and just been running over it. So I gotta go stop the Mayan ceremony now. Now, normally in the real world this would be time-sensitive kind of thing, but again, it's just a dream. There was with the power of logic. More broken ward stones. Now, here's a question. If this is an area of contamination, why is there a village here? Or was these stones keeping all the contamination in? In any case, final fight. There we go. Now, that sort of breach should look familiar. The same sort we had in the subway of Tokyo at the beginning of the game, and killing these guys is sending their souls into the abyss. Now, that area there... that is the dreaming prison. This section right here... oh, excuse me. Oh, for crying out loud. Yeah, those are souls. Which I don't have anymore. Because I'm not a human. But yeah, that's the dreaming prison where the dreamers are in, and it's probably... that's a... okay. Well, the Aztecs did like dragons. Okie doke. This could take a while. I think I felt that. Activate healing grenade. And you're staying in one place, I see. Do like that little float I can do. Oof. What's he doing? Oh. Good, whatever it was. Although if it just makes my vision blurry, I'm probably gonna have more issues than night blindness. Sorry, nearsightedness. I don't even know what the heck that is doing. Ugh, you are ugly. But this is the idea of what a dragon looks like to the Mayans. Yeah, there's some indication that this being a dreaming upon enemy, it actually relies on people dreaming these things into existence, because somebody must have thought of this. If I got anything else, I'll spit fire. Ooh, that hurt a bit. Come on, wake up, wake up! No, between its legs, really? Alright. Right back at you. Concussing, that's what the power's called. When exactly did giving somebody a massive headache count as the power of darkness? Reanimation. I don't think he's talking about cellular animation. Yeah, there we go. Oh, well, that's always good. Yeah, come get some. Probably a bit of a waste there. It's just you. What exactly does it take to motivate a mook? I suppose this could be because there's some sort of immortality, but I don't really think there's much left of the original personality of these guys. You? Really? Yeah, looks like the animation's getting a little over... oh, what's the thing about the undead? Oh, hi. Now, to all you, it was mentioned by Chris during the first dungeon run, this guy right here, he does not end well. He gets infected by the filth and becomes one of its champions in the first dungeon, the Polaris run, the giant crab guy. He kept coming in and out.
But when it was cast upon the enemy and burned them to cinders, our tribe saw that it was a good light, wielded by friends. And I think
not. Sometimes my bullets don't come out. But yeah, the undead are not doing well with this. Oh, guys, my anima grenades. But yeah, this guy, the Varigan is the wielder of Excalibur. He's canceling out a lot of the darkness's power. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Sorry, got distracted. I didn't mean to talk where Joseph was going either. Right then. Let's have a battle. The Hound of the Nameless Days. Interesting. Technically, aren't all days nameless until we give them a name? Ooh, there's a little purple glowing in the eyes is cool. Honestly, sometimes in these sort of battles, I feel like I'm back to doing The Witcher. Oof. I should have taken a potion. On the other hand, this is probably more like Triss or Jennifer than Geralt. Healing. Thank you. Of course, if it was time travel, it'd be kind of funny. A bunch of people with automatic weapons are the ones that came to save the day. There's an alternate history for you. A really bad episode of Doctor Who. Welcome back to living. Now go back to ashes. Oh no. Out, 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 out! In between the legs again. How on earth do I manage that? Honestly, ew. Alright then.
Much blood was shed that day and night. But when dawn finally came, we stood before that gaping mouth and our enemy was dead or had fled. We were victorious. This is our story. This is the story of the people of the dawn.
Yeah, unfortunately it's Twilight, but looks like after you kill the thing, after the time when the battle was done, this gaping hole still existed. My guess is that it healed over time. But let's see what Kirsten has to say. Not that one. Little trouble holding your peace pipe. Your biofeedback has been all over the place. If Zurn sees you're going to make a show and tell out of you, I mean open you up like a frog in a lab class. I'm kidding, but what happens is the smoke lodge stays in the smoke lodge in an encrypted folder marked leverage. Yeah, the whole time we've been doing this, we've been unconscious in front of a campfire, rolling around with sacred herbs. But in any case, hit me. Ooh, I got a soul blade. That might be useful. Are you honestly telling me? Anyways, I'll take care of that. But yes, this has been a recreation of the Darkness War. The recreation of when the Norse showed up with Excalibur to bail out the Wakanbi from the Eldritch Abomination worshipping mind blood cults. And that is a sentence that honestly I thought I would never say. But yes, but afterwards we discovered when the Norse returned, as per the previous episode, we had a situation, they were infected by the filth and became its next guardians, the Draug, the ones who've been fighting since the beginning. So that's probably why they made us. The bees make us immune to become overcome with filth. So like previous servants, we're not going to be the ones who succumb. But in any case, this particular... I got it, alright? This particular mission, I hope it was a bit entertaining. See me flailing about. And fills in the gaps. Now, this is the last recreation of the past. What's going to go forward now is Beaumont, aka Loki, and I are going to recreate a smaller version of this battle, with me defending Guy and him using the sword now to try to open whatever shield the Wabanaki and the Norsemen created. So that's why he wanted the sword and the records, and that's why I have to beat him down to it. Now, if I'm correct about the geography of the island, this is where the Blue Mountain mine is, and that is going to be where the last fight happens, because the Illuminati in their infinite wisdom, rather than keeping this sort of thing buried, decided to dig into it, which probably didn't help for prevent things from getting this bad. But then I guess I'm here to clean it up for him. And that's what I will continue to do in our next episode. So this is Fantastic Worlds, saying farewell from Lovecraft Country and the Secret World Legends.
You will see the dawning of a new age. To be a monarch or a beggar. To lose everything or to become a god. To stand with us or against us. The choice is yours.